Hello. What is the one thing that we are caring about now in the 21st century? That is the environment. We're starting to recycle more. We're trying to not pollute the air as much. We're even doing solar panels. Uh, we are more environmentally aware than we were 50 years ago. And that's because it's so important nowadays, the environment we live in. We are starting to think about the future. And the future is us. That's why I think it's a good idea for um, to import this water bottle. And what makes this water bottle so special is that it is reusable and it's recyclable. You can uh, you can return any parts of your water bottle, and Dopper, which is the company, will recycle it with no additional costs. And what makes this bottle also very unique is that it has two functions. You can drink the bottle like this, or you can also drink the bottle like a cup. Mm. And what is Dopper, you may ask? Well, Dopper is an eco-friendly enterprise from the Netherlands, and their mission is to make people aware of the environment and the dangers of using plastic bottles. And as we know, in Brazil, it's very difficult to drink from the tap. So people drink either filtered water or bottled waters. But the difference is that bottled waters harm the environment. And if you take, let's say, this handy water bottle, you can drink on the go and be self-conscious of the environment. And that's really important.
Now that you have a overview of the company Dopper, which their slogan is "The bottle is in the message," now we will get into if Dopper, the Dutch company, wants to import their water bottles to Brazil. And in order to do that, we need to take into account the SWOT analysis. And first, to take into account the SWOT analysis, you need to list the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats. The strengths that Dopper has is the design, which the Dopper bottle is designed to be easy to carry and easy to use. As I've shown before in my video, the bottle is quite slender and it's very light, and it's very handy to carry around. And the bottle, as you saw, includes the cup, and it can be placed upside down and used to drink water. The price and quality is considered one of its strengths because the bottle itself lasts quite a while, so people don't need to spend money on other bottles. But it's quite pricey. The bottles range from 12.50 up to 24.50 euros, and that's because it's really it's used with good quality, and it's not one of the cheapest in the market. But if you analyze the quality of the product, it can be considered as a competitive price. And also, it's environmentally friendly. That's because there's an opportunity to send the broken bottles back to Dopper to be recycled, and the bottle is reusable. A weakness that Dopper does have is that their mission, the mission of Dopper, is not a reachable goal, and it's very difficult to achieve. They want to make the world have edible drinking water, which is really difficult. It's too broad their mission. Another weakness of theirs is that Dopper is not well known. It was founded in 2012, which is it's not a new brand, but it's still not recognizable throughout the EU. It's very well known in the Netherlands since it started there. So it's going to be difficult for them to get their name known in the Brazilian market. Another weakness of theirs is that the bottle can only be used to store water. Unfortunately, it's not able to store hot liquids such as tea or coffee, but as we all know, in Brazil it's quite warm, so there is no need to carry warm beverages on a regular basis. An opportunity that Dopper has is that the tap water satisfaction rate in Brazil, according to the Human Development Report data they issued, that Brazil's population has sustainable access to an improved water source, which means that most of Brazil has edible drinking water accessible. But most Brazilians only use tap water to brush their teeth and don't drink directly from the tap. This is due to the fact that they do not like the taste of the tap water. Only 72% of Brazilian people said that they are satisfied with the quality of water, which is a lot lower than the OECD average of 81%. And I'm going to be mentioning OECD a lot throughout my presentation. And OECD stands for the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. They are trying to encourage improve the economic and social well-being of people around the world, and right now 35 member countries are involved in the OECD, and one of them is Brazil, and the other country is also the Netherlands. So a lot of these averages are calculated of the 35 countries. Okay, so 2 threats. A threat is the currency. Brazil has a different currency, as you may know, the real, compared to the Netherlands, the euro, which can be a threat during the buy and sell process in case of currency value changes. The product itself, Dopper's bottle isn't unique. Isn't a unique product, as there are other brands, of course, selling bottled water or just water bottles. This can be a threat in case that the chosen store already sells similar products from different brands, and this can easily influence how a customer would choose another brand's product compared to Dopper. As I mentioned before, it's quite a pricey product. And also another threat is the disposable income in Brazil is a lot below the OECD average, so people don't have as much to spend here. But as I mentioned, people here in Brazil have a filter in their house, so they can easily take water to go and not spend water outside in supermarkets or so forth, so they could save some money as well. Another threat is that people who have that people from the ages of 25 to 64-year-olds don't have 49% of adults ages of 25 to 64 years old have an upper education, which is lower than the OECD average of 74%. And usually people who have a degree tend to be more aware and concerned of environmental problems, and this is quite a low percentage. It can be considered as a threat.